Hi, Dr. Wang here. I'm going to do a short lecture on what is gel electrophoresis. This is a technique that we're going to use on Friday to analyze plasmid DNA after restriction digestion to determine their size. So the first step for this technique is to cast an agarose gel. So agarose is a gelling agent. It's sort of like jello. Once it solidifies, it's going to form a matrix with lots of tiny pores inside. So we're going to analyze DNA sample, we're going to load first a DNA ladder in the first lane and your DNA sample into the subsequent lanes. So all those are DNA molecules. And then we are going to turn on the power. So the negative charge, because DNA is negatively charged, it's going to migrate through the gel from the negative end towards the positive end. Right? So this is the direction of DNA migration within the agarose gel. Because as they migrate, they're going to run through those tiny pores. So the smaller the DNA molecule or the shorter the DNA molecule, they're going to have an easier time running through those pores and then end up at the front. So for example, this fragment is the smallest fragment simply because it's running faster than this fragment that is considered the largest fragment. So over here, as you can see here, gel electrophoresis is a technique that separates DNA molecule based on their size. Smaller DNA runs faster and larger DNA runs slower. So here, this is what we need to know in terms of gel electrophoresis. All right, so let's look at an actual gel image. So we have an actual gel image. In the first lane is the DNA ladder. So what is DNA ladder? So sometimes they are called the DNA marker. Sometimes they're just called the DNA ladder. So this is a mixture of DNA fragments with known sizes. So for example, the smallest one that we actually know is 100 base pair, followed by 200, 300, and 400. And then this one over here is 500. All right, so and then in lane 1 to 4 are unknown samples. By comparing the migration pattern of an unknown sample to the DNA ladder, we can actually tell how big this fragment is. So let's take this fragment in lane 4 as an example, right? So there is a single fragment in lane 4, and we're going to make a comparison between lane 4 and the DNA ladder. Because we know that this fragment right here is 500 base pair, then by comparison, we can estimate this fragment to be around 500 base pair. So this is how we use gel electrophoresis and a DNA ladder to estimate the size of unknown DNA sample.